Welcome along and welcome back to Spruce Mountain Farms. Today we are going to be getting a little bit of extra cash in. We only have £2,591 in the bank, and we need to scan 2 fields. So yeah, we are not in a position where we can actually do anything at the moment. So what we're going to do is we are going to take on a contract. There is the perfect contract that we've got, which is Field 18. It is a silage bale contract, so it will bring us in far more money than just 29,000. In fact, we're looking at nearly an extra 10,000 from this contract, which is fantastic. So getting nearly 40,000 in from this will be great. We're going to take the Vulture that comes with it, and we're going to use our John Deere that we brought down. We'll get that running behind so that it can row up, and then we can bale and we can wrap as once, and it's going to basically half the time that it'll take us to do this contract. So borrow items. We do lose 1,633 for that, but we do get all this fantastic equipment. So this is a Q Series Vulture, which of course is the new Vulture, the one that that came in with the other ones when all the Vulture tractors got added back into the game, which is fantastic. So I've not tried one of these before. Yeah, we've got front PTO is connected. There is no rear drive on this, and in fact, actually, these mowers can't go the other way around. Is this Oh, we don't need the windrower. We can't, unfortunately. I don't think our John Deere is powerful enough to run that baler. How much power do we need for that coon baler? Let's have a look. Balers are here. Let's scroll across, and it's that one there. We need 195. Actually, no, it's a good thing we bought this because it's 172. Ooh, okay, we'll try it. We'll give it a try. We'll see if it'll run it. It is a few horsepower short, but this is a fairly flat field, and with any luck, we should be able to do. We should be able to drive around it because, yeah, that mower that has a rower ability, so we don't actually need the windrower in order to do this. So we'll see if this will work. Follow the Q Series Vulture, which is what it's doing. And let's head out. And Field 18 is really, really close. I mean, it's drive out of the shop and drive onto the field pretty much, which is great. Because, yeah, we can just get started on it. Unfold the front, unfold the back, and then we want to check what is the setting for these rear mowers. They are wide spreading, so we want to change work mode. Is that normally control Y, I think? Yes, there we go. Swath dropping, left swath, right drop. Okay, we want this on swath dropping. We want to then switch over and turn on that, and turn on that. Forward we go. Front mower in, rear mowers in, and line things up. And look at that, straight in with that. And then we'll jump back here, jump into this tractor, take the hired worker off. Unfold the baler if we can. Yep, there we are. Turn it on, drop the pickup down, and hit the follow me again, and you can see the line that it's running. So back in our Vulture, and away we go. In fact, we can even set up a GPS course for this, and just get this running so very, very smoothly. So I'm going to set up the GPS the simplest way. We'll turn it on, we'll go into the menu, into our GPS menu here, and I want to A+ heading. Go out. We'll set first waypoint. We'll set the heading to 180, like so. There we go. Set our width, and we should be away. Set it to 180. I pressed the wrong button. There we are. And go. There we go. And now we are nice and straight, and this job is going to get done so much quicker. So our John Deere is handling this. It is able to run this baler. It's only running it at 8 miles an hour, so we need to restrict our Vulture to that to make sure it's not too far behind. So let's take our speed down to that, and on with the cruise control, and now this should all run fairly nicely. 8 miles an hour is a little bit slower than this would run otherwise, but it's fine. We can handle that fairly easily, and it should mean that we have less work to do overall. I've managed to speed things up a little bit. We've got everything running at 11 miles an hour now, which does make turning around at this end a little bit fun, but we're not doing too bad. I might have a little bit of cleanup to do later on. That John Deere is working fine, though. It is going along and doing the job it should be. And look at the bales we've got. We've got a good amount of bales up here now. So, yeah, we're trundling along. It is a very big field. So I'm expecting this to take quite a while. But running at this sort of speed, we'll knock it out in no time. I think what I'm going to do is switch things around. So the John Deere is getting a little bit behind, and I don't want to slow this Vulture down. So we will take off the GPS. We'll put a hired worker on this and switch over to here, take the hired worker off this and run this ourselves. And that way we don't have to worry about the mower. The mower can just get on with the job, and what we can do is just ensure that we keep going with this, and yeah, as fast as we can we'll be able to get through this field. And at places we'll be able to go 11 miles an hour, other places will be down to just 8. I had thought of this field being pretty flat, like the rest of them, but just looking at it, there's a definite slope and a definite peak up here. It's not massive, but it is enough to give this slightly underpowered John Deere a bit of hassle on this baler, and drop us down to sort of 5-6 miles an hour. The Vulture is not phased by it, of course. It is just zooming around this field. We wouldn't have been able to run those mowers on this tractor even if we'd had a front linkage on it. It just isn't powerful enough for that. So yeah, this is the best of a bad situation. We could have put our really big tractor on this, and it probably would have done it, our big Steiger. But I didn't really think that was an appropriate piece of kit to run on this contract, so that's why I didn't grab it. We are halfway through this contract, though, at this point, or halfway through mowing this contract. Of course, 20% is the point at which the cut field is completed, and the fact that we'll be baled as well in a minute will mean we'll be about a quarter of the way through overall, because we'll be halfway through once we've baled the rest of this field, and then we just got to wrap and deliver. I think I might actually be catching up the mower, because he's doing more intricate turns at the end and slowing down, and I'm not. We're definitely getting closer, which is good. So this was the better way round to do it. Get a hired worker on the mower at the front, and we can run our 6M on the baler behind. we can make up for the deficit of the speed on this baler of this tractor against the speed of the mower, because we are just spinning around at the end and it's stopping, lifting, and then dropping again. So yeah, it's working out really well for us, sitting in this back tractor with this mower or with this baler, collecting up this grass. And very quickly we've caught it up. It's having to stop at the end, do some maneuvers, turn around, and by the time he's done that, we're going to be right up behind. And for the first time, we're going to need to hit the brakes in order to follow our mower back into the field. Wow, that is so much more of an efficient way of doing things. Really is. We're right on his tail now, and I'm really happy. That's great news. I was expecting to fall further and further behind this mower, and I am doing nothing of the sort. Now, one thing that I could have done while we were doing this is to start the seeding. I could have started our seeding going because we've got no solid fertilizer to put on the ground. Couple of things. I don't know if we need lime, so we may need to lime our fields before we plant them, which is very likely considering we had 2 on field 5, and or on the other two parts of field 5. The other thing is we need to actually have the variable seed rate for the corn, which we didn't need for the cotton. So both of those things require scanning first, and so yeah, we've got to finish this job before we can actually go and get on with the next job on our farm. Final full row, and I think I'm going to have to take control of the mower for the last row, simply because at the bottom end of it there are trees that might get hit by the mower, so we need to see how it goes. At the moment I'm going to just keep following behind and seeing if we can just keep an eye on it. He is coming fairly far back. Oh no, it's coming right back. Where are you going? My pickup. I can't go too far back. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Let's stop that. Yeah, seems like it needs completely taken care of. Going to fold up the rear mowers, because yeah, this last strip will happily do on just the front mower. Let's start it up, drop it down, and away we go. And then what we'll do is we'll get follow me going again behind this. So forward with this, and then spin it round and follow behind. But yeah, we don't need more than a single mower going on this last row. And we did push back on a bale there. Not the end of the world. Ooh, this is tight though. We won't get all of that, but not a huge problem. We've got a few bits of grass we've left around the field, but nothing horrendous. We should be able to just clean this up fairly quickly, I think. And there we go, all done. I've left a very thin sliver at the edge of the field, but I think we're all right. Where is my other tractor? I think he's coming. I can't see because there's that bar in the way. Yeah, here it comes over the top of the hill. A little bit slower because we were going full pelt and it was having trouble. But we're all good. In fact, let's take the hired worker off and just keep going. And yeah, then we can just fold things up at the end. And if we're right at the edge of a bale at the end of this, which we're not going to be, then I'd run around the field. Right, and off. Unload those. There we go. And fold up. And we can get these 2 tractors now back to the shop and see. Yeah, there we are. And get on to the next stage of this. And that next stage is wrapping and collecting. So let's drop off our mowers. So front mower first. Let's like that. We'll take the hired worker off this. And I think we're going to switch around the order of the tractors. So we'll put the Vultra on the pickup because it's the bigger tractor and more able to handle it. And yeah, and we'll put the John Deere on the wrapper. Also, the other advantage of that is that the John Deere is slightly slower than the Vultra. So when we're actually delivering the bales, we'll have a much quicker turnaround for doing that. So connect that up. There we are. And also the Vultra should be able to keep pace with the John Deere much more easily as a result of that too. Right. Oh wow, you like to drop down your gears. Let's bring this round, drop it off and bring it and then connect up to the wrapper. If my voice sounds a little bit strange today, I apologize. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. And yeah, you can probably hear it at this point. I'm straining my voice a little bit to get today's video out. But I didn't want to leave you guys without one. So yeah, I'm pushing myself a little bit. Let's see if we can get this all hooked up. We will then pull this forward. Otherwise, that Vultra is going to get very confused with follow me. And then bring this up behind. And I didn't actually look at how many bales we have. I think we've got several journeys worth here. There we go. Calculating. Yep. Away we go back to the field. And we'll get lined up for the first bale. So that out. And there. And then the important thing I need to do, once my Vultra gets down here, is we need to line it up so that the Vultra is picking up from this. And in line with that, which is not always that easy. I think it's about a 3 or a 4 on the outside. So we'll take that off. Stop the hard worker there. Start this picking up. And then we do the follow. Like that. And we want to take it out. I don't know if we want to take it out that far. We will, we'll see. It may not need to go as far as I think it does. But we can certainly adjust as we're going. And so let's get the first one wrapped. So up to the second bale. And we'll see how the tractor behind aligns when we drop it. So bring this up to here. Up to the next bale. Drop this one down. And yeah, I've taken the tractor the wrong direction. Absolutely. So this doesn't want to go out to the left. It wants to go out to the right about 3. I think. Maybe just 1.5. We'll start with 1.5. And we'll see what effect that has. So bring it up and see if that helps. No, that is completely the wrong place. Getting this right is always a pain. I was correct the first time. I think I want to be... Do you know what? I think I want to just follow directly behind. I think I'm overcomplicating this. Let's see what that does. If it follows directly behind, it might actually just pick it up. Yeah. Okay, we'll try it with the second one. See where that leaves us. So second bale coming around. And okay, that answers my question. I think we want to be half a meter that way and see if that works. So I'm lined up for the next one, and look at that. That is spot on for picking that up. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Now the other thing we need to check is, that's what I thought. Let's get the speed up so it can keep as close as possible. And then we just need to go through and wrap this whole field. There we go. Drop that down. And we're off. Perfect. So this should be our last bale to complete our first trailer. So we'll drop this off, move far enough forward, and then we'll get the... we'll go and drop the first set of bales off. So we'll be far enough forward for that to pick up. Should be fine. Yep. And then leave that there, like so. This should then be full, which it is. So hired worker off, lift that up, and where do we need to take this is a good question. This wants to go to animal dealer, which is the bottom corner, not too far from here, thankfully, and should be a pretty good turnaround. I wonder how many bales this will take to complete this contract now. Back it in and drop them off. 14 bales straight in. And how far are we going to be along? We are 35% transported and 48% of the contract. So 2 more loads will complete this contract, and then anything beyond that is going to be pure profit for us. So another 28 bales, and this contract will be completed. So this will be our last bale for today. It will complete the bale trailer and complete the contract. We still have half a field full of bales, which is immense. Yeah, that's incredible. I want to get this bale wrapped though, so that that's ready to pick up next time. So that's gonna be really good. I'm not going to deliver these bales now. What we'll do is we'll leave this here for tonight. Pick it up next episode and get these 14 bales delivered to complete this contract. And that's the thing, it's completing the contract might cause an issue and has done in the past. Otherwise, I'd happily complete the contract today and then collect up the rest of these bales next time. But unfortunately, that might cause us problems. So best thing to do is for us to drop these off next time, complete the contract. And then, well, we have far more than £10,000 worth of bales left on this field. This is still going to bring in a huge amount of money. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.